I first read Amy's book in January 2016 and I fell in love with it. I knew that there was a powerful cinematic adaptation that we could make, and I was determined to get to know Amy and work together to find the right filmmakers.
Nora was the ideal person to work with, being a director and writer, so we could work closely together. I helped with the kind of emotional truth and the reality of it, and she brought all her knowledge about structure and filmmaking and just her kind of keen intellect and curiosity and listening. We did a lot of just talking about alcoholism and my life.
When I read the book, I was so moved by the depth of Amy's inner journey and by her brutal honesty.
It's about a story, about struggle, but the addiction is just one part of it. I think it's also a bit about where you fit in the world.
Rona is based on Amy Liptrot and her life. I wanted to play Rona because, as everyone else has done, I've been affected by addiction, in particular alcoholism myself. It's an illness that has caused pain and frustration and sadness in my life, and I finally felt at a place where I really wanted to explore that from the other side.
Saoirse is perfect for most of the roles. I mean, she's amazing, you know. It's a gift for any director to work with her. I think it was also a great adventure to see her in a role where she isn't in control of everything, you know, where she isn't the strong one in the room, but where she is the messy one.
I think there is something about alcoholism that we're so used to seeing that just through the lens of the person that's going through it, but it's something that affects the person, the relationship, the friendships, the families.
Papa, you know, he's magical in terms of he's strong, but he's so vulnerable at the same time, and he can transport so much with just, you know, his expressions, and I'm so glad we got to work together.
Orkney is a cluster of islands off the north coast of Scotland, and we began our Orcadian leg of the shoot on the mainland, which is where Amy Liptrot grew up.
The Orcadians welcomed us, and they taught us, and they helped us.
We knew that they were big supporters of Amy's, and of course, you know, she grew up there, she wrote the book there, and they were very supportive of her story.
We instantly fell in love with the landscape, with the wildlife. We were just constantly being inspired by the place, and I got this tattoo to celebrate my experience on Orkney because it was just life-changing.
Nature had to be such an important part of this film.
You have to really be in tune with nature, not fight against it.
It just became a family. We became so close to one another. We'd skinny dip together, and we'd dance into the early hours of the morning together, and we spent all of our time together. We lived together, we ate together. It was just a beautiful experience.
It's a complex, high-quality piece of art that people are going to see all sorts of different things in, and I'm very interested to hear people's responses.
The Outrun is such an important story. It offers audiences hope and inspiration that you can build your life up again even after having destroyed it, and that nature and community can offer so much. Personally, I have found it incredibly inspiring. I know audiences will too.